Hey, good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talkin Live forecast update here on your June 26, 2025. Well, once again, we're dealing with some hot, steamy weather out there. Still have the heat advisories in place, but the good news is we're going to say goodbye to these things. It's still going to be warm and humid. We can't get rid of that. It's summertime, of course, but we are going to see an increased chance of rain, and it looks like we may have a cold front that might try to sneak in here toward the end of my 7-day. That might bring a little bit of relief as far as humidity, but I'll explain more of that here in this report. So let's first take a live look up at the Chattanooga Zoo as we're looking at a lot of sunshine out there. Definitely when I see a sky like that, you want to make sure you got the sunscreen on. Don't want to get sunburned in this kind of weather, but it's still humid. It's still hot out there, that's for sure. And a good day to go ahead and check out the lake here and do a little bit of cooling off. Just again, if you're going to go to the lake anywhere across Tennessee and North Georgia, just be aware of those afternoon thunderstorms. They're going to be in the forecast, and they're going to be a little more robust as we go through the weekend. All right, so let's look at the current watches and warnings out there. Heat advisories here in the orange. It includes Northwest Georgia, most of Tennessee, Alabama in this as well. So this will be going away here in the days ahead as we're going to see the humidity come down. It still will be quite muggy out there, just not going to be shooting into the triple digits territory, just put it to you that way. All right, now the other part of the story is we got to watch for the potential for severe weather. Not as bad as it was yesterday. If you recall, we had an enhanced area for severe weather coming out of the Carolinas into Georgia. Only a marginal risk today, but we've already had a severe thunderstorm warning up in Rabun County here for this afternoon. So again, just watch out for those isolated storms, because there's my definition of isolated. I don't see anything else out there but one big thunderstorm right there in northeast Georgia. So we'll have to keep a watchful eye on this. What happens is you get these big thunderstorms. It's like dropping a rock in a pond. They may run to some other boundaries and you can get another storm to flare up. So watch closely. You might get an isolated thunderstorm that could be severe. We're talking strong gusty winds and, of course, plenty of lightning. So be careful out there. All right, now looking at your regional perspective, what's left of the heat dome still showing high pressure here across the southeast. It's going to be going away as the moisture is going to be increasing here across most of the southeast. That means increased rain chances here with the daytime heating in the afternoon as we go into this upcoming weekend. Now looking at the satellite picture, a lot of high and middle clouds here across east central Alabama, west central Georgia. Up here in Tennessee, we're getting some sunshine in here. So, and again, you see the healthy thunderstorms up over the Smoky Mountains and even down toward the Gulf Coast. But otherwise, just kind of a typical summer afternoon here for us here. All right, now here's the regional model. You kind of get an idea what this is going to tell you here. All right, so as this thing's looping on through, we got the scattered storms here during the daytime heating. There they are. Settles down at night, goes away. Daytime heating on Friday. Here it comes again. Boom, here we go. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms. So again, if you get up underneath one of these things, they're probably not going to move all that fast. So some pretty heavy rains, maybe some isolated flooding. You're going to get obviously a lot of lightning and some brief gusty winds. So, and if you get around to one of these things, just make sure you take it easy and wait for it to go on by. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the forecast maps here as we're going to take you through the next 7 days. I want to talk about the possible cold front, and I do mean possible. Obviously, we're getting close to July, so it gets a little bit harder to get these frontal systems to come on through here. So let's go ahead and talk about this as I go ahead and put this in motion here for you for the next week. You'll see what I'm talking about here as we're going to be looking at, again, rain chances are going to be going up. Again, when you see that darker green color coming at us here, as we go into this upcoming weekend, you're going to notice like Saturday, I got about 50% there. Sunday, you see the darker green coming into Tennessee there as we go into there. Monday, again, a very heavy rain along the Gulf Coast there. Going into Tuesday, you see a lot more green on this map, but you notice this cold front coming at us, okay? So with that cold front coming at us, what that's going to mean is that's going to be a possibility, at least a chance, that this thing may come on through. And if it does, that means the humidity is going to back off just a little bit. So going into Wednesday, there's the front coming on through here, getting really close. So it's probably going to stall, but there are some indications it may go far enough south here as I look at your Thursday that maybe that high pressure will bring the rain chances down a little bit and bring the humidity down a little bit. So for right now, I'm going to bring the rain chance down. Keep it up into Wednesday, but bring it down going into Thursday. And we may have to play with the temperatures a little bit on Thursday, depending on what that cold front does, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast here as we look at tomorrow. 91, 72 in Chattanooga. That's fairly close to average for this time of year. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Yeah, really kind of a typical late June forecast there in Chattanooga. Elsewhere across the region, scattered storms this evening, partly cloudy in the morning. We'll see temperatures generally into the 60s in the mountains, temperatures low 70s for most everybody else, 70 in South Pittsburgh there, 70 over in Cleveland, 66 in Blue Ridge, 66 over in Murphy. So very, very typical morning lows. Afternoon highs, saying goodbye to all that purple. Still got a little bit down here in Georgia, but at least we're trimming it away. Generally right around 90 degrees into the 80s. Dunlap at 87, Dayton at 90. Looking at 88 over at Blue Ridge, 87 in Jasper. So this is a little bit better than what we've been dealing with. That's for sure. A lot better than the upper 90s. We'll take that. All right. Regionally looking like this: 94 in Nashville, 95 in Memphis, 91 in Columbus, 92 in the ATL in Atlanta. How about 92 over in Charlotte as well? Again, still looking at some scattered thunderstorms here across the southeast. How about the 7-day? All right. Rain chances come up here, 60, 70% here. Low 90s, low 70s, fairly close to normal. And then right now, got us down to 89 and 73. If that front comes through, maybe we don't have a chance of rain there. Maybe we get the temperatures, maybe sneak into the upper 60s. We'll see. It all depends on how that front and where that front kind of sets up. But because if it stalls or it comes back to the north, obviously that rain chance to come back up. So question mark on the day 7. We'll keep the rain chance up through Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll see if that front comes south far enough for us to kind of get a little bit of break from the humidity and maybe give us a chance to dry out briefly. That's all you can do for this time of year, right? Anyway, again, appreciate everybody checking us out here on the Talkin Live broadcast channel, getting your up-to-date latest forecast without all that social media hubbub that goes on out there, and hopefully keep you guys straight, keep you all prepared for anything that Mother Nature may throw your way. Again, you can always find me out there on the North Georgia Majestic Weather Facebook page, and if you ever have a weather-related question, that's the best place to contact me. All right, you guys take it easy. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next update. Until then, y'all have a great day. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.